is being utilized in schools in a number of ways. K through 12, yes, higher ed especially. People over the last few years have recognized a need to incorporate unified collaboration, distance learning into their environments, and there's no better way to do that than to get your audio and video devices on the network.
In schools and campuses, we typically see distances, and now you're looking at a network, and the distances involved in creating a network is much more. If you use fiber optic cables, we can go miles.
I mean, so if we're talking about a school where there are multiple buildings, or even extending to a campus, previously to get audio routed from one building to another building would be borderline impossible. I mean, you'd be running potentially a mile of microphone wire to get there. But chances are that campus is on a shared network. So how are people utilizing Dante technology to literally send audio from one place to another?
With our software solutions, we have Dante Domain Manager as a server platform that's able to do a lot of that network management for you in the background and essentially utilize what you have in place. Whenever I talk to schools and the question comes up, I have 2 different locations, how can they talk? My response to them is, do you have a connection between the buildings? Do you send emails across? If so, it means that there's a network in place, and if there's a network in place, we can leverage that.
Previously in a higher ed facility, we might see a large installation being 60 Dante devices that are in maybe the Performing Arts Center, the football field, the basketball arena, maybe the student union space. But now we're seeing it everywhere. A typical install is no longer 100 Dante-enabled devices. It can be up to 1,000 Dante devices.
With the proliferation of Dante-enabled devices going into classrooms, going on the enterprise network, security becomes an issue. Devices being located in different floors of a building, in different subnets across the campus. Systems that now have hundreds of Dante devices. You need a way to manage those.
What DDM lets you do is whatever be your logical grouping of devices, you can group it up into a domain, what we call a Dante domain, and essentially let that Dante domain be its own entity.
Dante Domain Manager basically gives you the ability to secure your network, to organize it, and to expand it tremendously.
And it really allows you to design your network the way that you want it to be designed and still harness the power of Dante.